and welcome back to Off Script. I'm Riley, and wow, I'm still trying to process what we saw in the darkness. Seriously, this wasn't just a season finale. It felt more like a controlled demolition of everything. They just burned it all down.
I'm Taylor, and yeah, burned down is putting it mildly. It was like witnessing an apocalypse, but with a prime radiant attached. We had galactic genocide, this incredibly tragic robot sacrifice, and oh man, betrayal twists that just laughed in your face. The whole galaxy got flipped.
Right.
So let's get started.
So we start with Brother Dusk on the palace balcony. And it's not just sadness anymore, is it? He seems strangely at peace.
Yeah, at peace with becoming an absolute monster. That's the chilling part.
Right.
And then he's looking up at those, seemingly endless vats of clones.
Knowing what he's about to do, the symbolism is terrifying in hindsight.
And the preparation, it's almost mundane. Removing his aura, casually mentioning the nanites. It's like the banality of evil in action. He's preparing for mass murder like he's just getting dressed for a state dinner.
That's a great way to put it. And the little bits of tenderness, like the hug for the tailor, dismissing Zagreus, it just makes the horror worse somehow.
It shows the complexity, right? He's not just a caricature. He's capable of warmth right before committing genocide. Really unsettling stuff.
Okay, then we cut to Day's return. Brother Day comes home.
Right, the emotional homecoming.
And he brings the brazen head. The way he places it down, it feels almost reverential, like it's not just property, it's an offering to Demerzel.
The key to her freedom, basically.
In that moment, when she calls him over, strokes his hair, calls him Cleon, it's incredibly intimate.
Almost maternal.
Yeah, it just underlines how deep and weird and, transcendent their bond is after all this time.
But that scene also perfectly shows her big problem, right? Her programming. She says the brazen head could free her, override Cleon the First's rules.
But she can't choose to do it.
Until Day gives her that loophole. That was smart psychology. And she says, basically, well, we don't know for sure if it'll work, so trying isn't really a choice yet.
Right. It gives her permission to explore it without breaking her own rules. You can see the conflict warring inside her.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, over at Gail's team, she's counting primes, building a fortress in her mind.
Right, setting up that this isn't going to be a fight with weapons. This is mental warfare, a psychological siege.
Which connects directly to the big reveal later, doesn't it? About who the mule really is.
Exactly. So yeah, Volthari zaps them to New Terminus, and everything looks uneasy.
Yeah, like reality itself is being messed with. You can feel the mentalic influence already.
And we get that quick side plot, Han Pritchard trying to rescue Bayta.
Right.
And then, oh boy, the clone genocide.
Ugh, don't remind me.
Brother Darkness walks into the facilities, got this thing, looks like a garage door opener.
Seriously, so mundane for something so horrific.
And he starts slow. One tank, then another, then he just sweeps it up, hits the button, and boom.
Everything erupts. Blood, viscera, dead Cleons just pouring from the ceiling. Yeah.
It's nightmarish. Just pure, unforgettable nightmare fuel.
He's wiping the dynasty off the map.
And focusing on the baby Cleon right before the end. That just twists the knife.
It really does. Sets up the tragedy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the mule on New Terminus.
Right. And their shots go right through him. Classic psychic mirage.
But then he attacks, kills Leda, starts choking Gail.
And this is where it gets interesting. It seems like physical distress, choking, drowning actually powers up Gail's abilities.
So she fights back mentally.
Right.
Invades his mind, hits him with his trauma. And then she mentally slits his throat. It looks like a victory, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so the decoy mule is dead. Victory, right?
Right.
But then Han Pritchard arrives with Bayta Mala.
The vibe immediately shifts.
And then the twist, Bayta is the mule, the guy they killed, just a decoy.
It's such a shocking, brilliant move, especially for anyone familiar with the books. She casually puts Tarn to sleep psychically, just demonstrates her power with utter ease.
Right. But Gail isn't done. She has one last card to play. We tampered with your balladeer. He only plays my song now.
Checkmate. Gail weaponizes Magnifico against Bayta, turns her power source into a torture device.
Flooding her with traumatic childhood memories from Rossum.
Exactly. Using Bayta's greatest weapon and her deepest vulnerability against her, it's this final agonizing battle of wills.
Right.
But back on Trantor, things are going from bad to catastrophic. Demerzel realizes something's wrong at the clone tanks.
And you see her conflict so clearly. She's torn. Help Day, the one person who maybe offered her a path to freedom, or protect the dynasty, her core programming.
And she chooses the dynasty, abandons Day.
Which leads us to the final confrontation. Dusk activates that disintegration beam, and Demerzel just flings herself over the baby, a final shield.
And her death, Because she's a robot, it's slow. She takes so long to dissolve down to that golden skeleton. Her eyes locked with daze the whole time. Just agony.
And the extra layer the showrunners added, that destroying the last clone would have freed her.
Exactly. So Dusk didn't just kill her, he killed her at the exact moment she could have been free. Annihilated right on the brink of liberation. It's the ultimate act of control, even in death.
Yeah.
And Day's reaction, that raw grief, punching Dusk, hopeless rage. But Dusk gets one last twist of the knife in, shoots him.
Ugh. Just devastating. Meanwhile, Gail's making her escape.
Right. She flings herself out a window into space, right, gets to her ship.
And digital Seldon shows up, the vault version. He's begging her, retrieve my neural imprint.
But Gail, she tells him Harry died years ago. She was never going to save him. Just leaves him there, trapped in the vault forever. An inhumane tomb.
It's ruthless.
But amongst all that darkness, like you said, there are these little seeds of hope being planted. We see Quent with that triangular book heading to Trantor's head librarian, Nitelemeris.
If following Demerzel's final instruction right, take Kala's 9th proof of folding to her.
Right.
Which implies that was Seldon's real path forward.
And this leads Quent to the Hidden Alliance.
Right.
He meets Prime Palaver, the Second Foundation.
Hiding in plain sight. On Trantor itself, the last place anyone would look. Genius.
Absolutely. Which leads to maybe
exactly.
the biggest long-term reveal. Back in Demerzel's room, the robot network awakens.
The brazen head lights up.
Yeah.
Makes contact, links Trantor to a distant moon.
And on that moon, a secret base. Kala is there with another tall, non-humanoid robot. They look surprised by the contact.
And outside their window, Earth.
Earth. That changes everything. Robots have been watching, maybe orchestrating from humanity's homeworld all along, like a third foundation, waiting.
Waiting for what? For
Right.
all the pieces to be in place, as Kala says. Wow.
Yeah.
So prediction for season 4, they emerge as a third major power.
Exactly. Will they offer salvation? Or a different kind of control? They're a total wild card now.
Okay, theory 2. Bayta. She wasn't just the mule, she was pulling the strings on the decoy too, right?
Seems likely. Master manipulator. There's even a sub-theory connecting her to Magnifico. Maybe he's the baby brother she saved. Adds another layer of twisted protection and control.
Then there's Demerzel. Is she really gone? That flickering light in her skull?
Yeah,
The prime radiant?
exactly. The theory is her consciousness survived. Maybe it transferred to the brazen head. That could be what initiated the contact.
Whoa. So Demerzel could return.
Possibly in a new form. Maybe
Yeah,
even
exactly.
leading the robot faction. Imagine that perspective shift.
Okay, what about the second foundation hiding on Trantor?
So is the library a sanctuary or a trap?
A trap for Bayta. Or for them.
That confrontation seems inevitable. Psychohistory versus Mentalics right there in the heart of the old empire. And maybe the robots tip the scales. A three-way fight for the galaxy's future.
Possibly.
And Brother Dawn is still alive, technically. The genetic dynasty isn't completely wiped out.
Right.
And the whole Earth thing. Is humanity going back to its origins? Could there be some kind of robot-human reconciliation endgame? Seems almost too hopeful after this finale.
True. And then there's the other wild card. Brother Darkness still has the Novacula, that black hole weapon.
Right, if he triggers that, that's a galactic-level threat. It might be the one thing that could force everyone, Second Foundation, Bayta, the robots, to actually work together. Or just annihilate everything.
Right. The ultimate nuclear option. Unite or die.
Pretty much sums it up.
All right, Foundation family, we need to hear from you. What did you think of
Yeah.
Demerzel's sacrifice? Were you totally floored by the Bayta reveal? Let us know.
Yeah, and how are you even processing the end of the dynasty and robots chilling on Earth's moon? Drop your theories.
And hey, if this deep dive helped you sort through the emotional wreckage of possibly the most devastating hour of TV this year, please hit that like button and subscribe to Offscript. We'll be back covering season 4 whenever it drops.
Yeah, hit that notification bell. Because honestly, after this finale, literally anything could happen next. Until next time, remember the darkness. It isn't just coming anymore, it's here. And we're all kind of living in its shadow now.